Yo, what's good everybody? Appledokan here, back with another Sparking Zero video and back with another Bandai mess up to add to the books. It's basically every single day now that Bandai just does something dumb and gives me a video to do about it. But in today's video, this is gonna be like kind of a sequel to the video I did for Bandai where they basically rigged their own tournament, right? I'm gonna talk about that a little bit here just to get you guys up to date in case you didn't watch that video. But before we get into all this, go down there, leave a like and subscribe. You already know, support the boy. There is some qualifying tournaments going on in a lot of regions like France, UK, America, I think it's Mexico as well. And if you win these tournaments, you're going to be able to go into the grand tournament where you're going to go up against the winners of every single region and everything like that. Just fun stuff, right? The concept is amazing. I really like it. Something happened in the France qualifiers that a lot of people are talking about. These are the grand finals of the French qualifiers between Shiryu and Helios Tour right here. And I mean, you can just check it out for yourself. Both of them are using Android 19 and Dr. Giraud, and they're just running away from each other. The whole time. That's all they're doing, basically. And you can notice they even cut off because they don't like what they're seeing. Bandai doesn't like what they're seeing. This is very embarrassing stuff for the game right here. I mean, it is a cheese strat. I don't like it at all. I would be very mad if someone did this to me, alright? Don't get me wrong. I will not be supporting cheesing in this game because I honestly do not like it. I don't. There's no rules against it in the tournament. These characters are not banned. This way of playing is not banned in the rules, so you can do this. But what they did, they went and told Helios Tour, who was the second place in the tourney, that he had to switch the characters. They forced him into switching the characters. Helios Tour was like, I don't want to do that because if I do that, I'm gonna lose to the cheese strat that he's using. But they still forced him to do it, and he picked like Spopovich and everything like that. All of it is on my previous video. They made Helios Tour lose, basically rigging their own qualifying tournament, and then they come up with some other news today, which is just baffling to me. Absolutely baffling. We go here to the Sparking Zero news account, and we say, breaking news! The tournament organizers determined the two players for the France finals have been disqualified for violation of the code of conduct. We are gonna go through this right here. So this is the general admin. We're gonna see this guy a little bit on some other screenshots as well. This was the guy, like the admin on the Discord server, where the France qualifier tournaments were being held. The tournament organizers have determined that two players engaged in actions that violated the code of conduct during the finals for the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, a dramatic showdown, France. Their actions disrupted the normal operation of the event. Just from that, I'm like, what are you even talking about? Like, they are just playing the game. They're using the characters the game provided. How is this disrupting the normal operation of the event? I mean, I get it because they're cheesing, right? Like, they're doing some boring stuff. You don't want them to do boring stuff, but this just feels dumb to me. Tournament organizers have decided to take the following measures. Disqualification of both players. I mean, this first point is just crazy because the winner of the final has been disqualified. The second place of the final has been disqualified, although you told him to switch characters. You told Helios Tour, you forced him to switch the characters, and you still disqualified him. What is going on here, man? What are y'all doing? Revocation of qualification for the Battle Hour Grand Final. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they can't go to the Grand Final. I mean, yeah, they got disqualified. Third place players will be invited to compete in the match under the supervision of administrators off stream. Okay. The winner will qualify for the Battle Hour Grand Final. Alright, that makes sense right there. I mean, that's just what you're gonna do after disqualifying everyone. The tournament organizers will continue to strictly address any violations or inappropriate behavior. This is cool and all, but we have gotten proof that none of these was in the rules. Like, none of these stuff was in the rules. So we do have Shiryu right here. I mean, a lot of people are going to hate the way this guy's talking about his strategy and everything right here. General admin, we see him again right here. He's saying, please join the stream lobby in place, or we will dismiss the match. Can I run all the match? Or will that be a disqualify? Which, I mean, look, it's a very rage-inducing question, alright? Why are you trying to run in a fighting game? But you know what? Look, at the end of the day, it's part of the cheese, alright? And he's asking if he's gonna be disqualified or not, if he's doing it, but he's not getting any answers from the mods. I mean, I went to timer with that, he says. They're talking some French here, I don't know what they're saying. I don't know French, I'm sorry. Can a mod answer my question, please? Can I run and win to timer, yes or no? Satchel, I don't know if this guy's a mod or not. there's nothing about running away from the whole game in the rules. And this guy says, and Shiryu just says, oh, okay, so it's legit. I don't know if you should be taking the word of Satchel right here, bro. Because I don't know if this guy's a mod or not. He's probably just like, just another player in here. But look, being a player, this is a little, I think, on Shiryu as well, because you should know the conduct before you try stuff out. So that's a little on Shiryu right there as well. But then we go here, and this is one of the rules. This is the 4th rule, I think. No, this is the 9th rule right here. Engaging in any other behavior deemed by the tournament group to be inappropriate or otherwise tampers with gameplay and operation of tournament events, that you're gonna get disqualified if you do this. What's funny about this is the fact that this is edited in. So this is what Shiryu is saying as well, is that they did not have this as a rule prior to the match. This was changed after the match, just so they could actually disqualify Heliosture and Shiryu for playing in a way that Bandai did not want them to play, to not show that the game can be cheesed. This is just this is just very dumb. And the thing is, deemed by the tournament group to be inappropriate is so vague. That is such a vague statement, because you have to tell us what is inappropriate. What if you find me cheesing Kefla's ultimate inappropriate? Do I just get disqualified? Like, do I get disqualified for doing something that's in the game, which you gave me no actual warnings about? But you're just saying, oh, if we did something to be inappropriate, then you're out, buddy. That's just very dumb to me. Very, very dumb. I feel like this is a rule that was added in just so they could disqualify Shiryu and Heliosture a couple days after the grand finals, which is just absolutely dumb. I don't know, man. This is actual scamming right here. This is scummy shit, bro. I don't know what's going on with Bandai. So even Heliosture himself was quoting, even if I would have refused, why are they disqualifying me too? This is crazy, because it makes sense. Right? You forced this guy to change characters. Why are you disqualifying him as well? I don't know what to say, bro. This is insane. One more thing I really wanted to talk about right here. We are on Timebreaker God's channel on his live. If you don't know, Timebreaker God was on the UK qualifier tournaments. He did win the UK qualifier tournaments as well. Massive congrats to him. A lot of people were talking about this though right here. And this is something that happened on one of his matches against Mirage 21. I am going to full screen real quick. And as you can see, he already had the team ready and everything like that. And he is going to switch in Android 17 here. And if you don't know, there is a bug in the game that you can actually use items on no item DP ranked matches, and that's what's going on right here. We are on total DP, as you can see right there, and I'm guessing Timebreaker God actually has like the full key item for Android 17, maybe whenever he plays like with items on DP, right? Because you can switch DP from no item to item, and he does have Android 17, which we can see right here. He is going to pick Android 17, get him on the team and everything like that. And this is very important right here. He is starting out with Trunks. Alright, and what the item does is that whenever you switch in with a character that has this item, the key up item, you are going to have full key with that character. Remember that this is a no item tournament. The qualifiers use no items. You cannot use, you are disallowed from using any items, right? And using any item by exploitable means or like by any bugs should be disqualifiable, right? I am going to skip up a little bit right here. Let me just go to whenever he switches in. I think it's right here where he switches into Android 17 as soon as he loses full power right here. I think he does. Yes, he does right here. And we can see that he does have full key with Android 17. Gamebreaker God, of course, did talk about this. I mean, we are on his tweets right here. He did make two separate tweets. This one is pretty recent as well, on 26 minutes right there. He said that he did get put in player 2 side, right? And the way it works is you have to manually switch out items if you're on like player 2 side. If you have picked items for a character on player 2 side, you have to like manually remove them. It's usually what happens with customization as well, like Pigtail Videl on player 1, and then you go and pick Videl on player 2. It is going to be the default Videl, right? So they don't really change. If you change something on the player 2 side, changing it on the player 1 side is not going to change it for the player 2 side, right? I tried to explain that as perfectly as I could. He also did offer his opponent a rematch, right? So a lot of people were talking about this, like they were like, why didn't this guy get disqualified, right? Look, I kind of see it because at the end of the day, even though it is an accident, it still is exploiting something. He didn't have time to reselect his entire team on player 2 and even asked the other dude for a rematch and didn't answer. I mean, yeah, if this really happened, if you asked for a rematch, like if you wanted like the whole set to be remade just because you made the accident, and at the end of the day, what this really shows is just incompetence from the actual rules. Because if you're changing the rules to disqualifying something that you deem to be inappropriate, do you just not find using items inappropriate? My thoughts on this are a little like, I don't even know what to think about this. Look, I hate cheesing, right? I hate it. I don't like it at all. If you're cheesing against me, bro, I will probably hate you, right? But at the end of the day, if it's not banned in a tournament and you have no rules that state that if you're doing it, you're gonna get disqualified, all we get is this vague ass rule which says if we deem it to be inappropriate, then you're disqualified. So if we don't deem you using capsules inappropriate in a no item matchup, then we're not gonna disqualify you. But hey, if you run away with androids, oh buddy, you're gone. Oh buddy, we're taking you away. If you're using other cheesing methods and we find them appropriate, you can stay, right? But oh brother, if you use that Android 19 and Giro cheese, you're gone. It's just very dumb. This seems like a very subjective rule right here. I don't know why they would do that. And the thing is, you're disqualifying both of the players right here, and especially Shiryu, who won the whole thing and should be in the grand finals, right? The Battle Hour grand final. You know what you could just do instead? Instead of disqualifying the player who won your whole tournament, you can just ban the cheese strat on the Battle Hour Grand Final. Because if you don't ban the cheese strat, then other people are gonna use it in the Battle Hour Grand Final. I don't know what they're doing, man. Like, I don't know what the logic behind this was. It just seems like very scummy from Bandai right here. You should have known some of these were in the game. You should have known androids were able to just run away the whole time, because you made them get key back. You made them not being able to lose key when you dash away. You should have known this was a thing. It just feels like incompetence from the devs, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Very insane stuff, man. I don't know what Bandai is doing at this point. They're just trying to make Sparking Zero competitive scene as bad as they can make it seem to everyone watching the actual finals. Thank you guys for watching until the end right here. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, of course, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.